Hi, my name is Kevis, and I did my fellowship project with faculty team in understanding emoji use in extremist groups. So as Russia launched its invasion of Ukraine, an image started appearing in social media. It was the picture of Russian poet Pushkin, the number 7, and the person walking emoji. Now, for those who knew, this had a clear meaning. It was a place, Pushkin Square in Moscow, a time, and a call to protest against government actions. So this is a very clear and recent example of how emojis are being used to evade censors. As social media platform policies ban extremist content, users come up with tactics in order to communicate. Another recent example is how emojis are being viewed as Islamic State's new weapon to kind of spread hate speech. Therefore, the aim of this project was to gain initial insights on how extremist groups use emojis in their communications, explore if emojis are being used to obfuscate meaning, and identify topics that emojis are being used. We draw our data set from an app called Telegram, which is a very popular app, especially among protest groups of all kinds. This is because it allows you to have up to 200,000 subscribers in comparison to WhatsApp that allows you up to 256 members within a group. And here are some examples of the 28 channels. The channels included anti-vaccination groups and hate groups. And here are some examples of the messages that we were able to find in our data set. Now, this is the flowchart of the methodology. We started by cleaning the data and pre-processing the data into a format that we could use in for our statistical analysis. One of the key questions we had from the beginning of the project was whether we have enough emojis in our data set to do emoji analysis. Which was the case. So the number of emojis allow us to continue and perform co-occurrence analysis that looks at the top co-occurring words for each emojis and allow us to identify topics that an emoji appear. Now, these are one of the first outputs of the statistical analysis. We wanted to see the top emoji instances in our data set. The most popular emoji in our data set was the laughing and crying emoji. But in this bar chart, you can identify different subgroups of emoji, like geopolitical emojis, including country flags, alarming emojis, such as exclamation marks that are there to draw your attention about something that is going to be said, which is important, and emojis that express an emotion, such as love or pray or laugh. Now, another important statistic that we were interested in was the word emoji ratio. This histogram shows the distribution of word emoji ratios across all the messages in our dataset. The average word emoji ratio was 17.5, which means that on average for one emoji, we have 17 words in a message. That statistic helps us select an appropriate context window for the co-occurrence analysis. So what basically this means is how many words before and after the emoji we should be looking at to perform the co-occurrence analysis. Now, these are the results of the co-occurrence analysis. Here, I'm asking you to think about what are the words that most frequently occur with these emoji flags. Maybe it's not that difficult to guess that the UK emoji flag most frequently occurred with words such as vaccine, pass, and certificate, whereas the Ukrainian emoji flag most frequently occurred with words such as border, dreams, and fighters. So here I'm asking you to do slightly different. Again, in the results of the co-occurrence analysis, I'm trying to think what is the top co-occurring emoji for this, so the top co-occurring word for these emojis. So for the first set of emojis, so this might be easier to guess that all these emojis had the word vaccine as top co-occurring word, but it would be less likely to guess that the second set of emojis had the top co-occurring word, the word anarchy. So this kind of shows the context in which these emojis were found. So to sum up, what we found was that emojis are not always used in their literal sense. So alternative interpretations are chosen by users depending on what they want to present. We were able to identify topics that emojis are being used, and the results of the co-occurrence analysis fed into like a wider piece of work on topic modeling. And as per the client's quote, the analysis informed our subsequent work on topic modeling that looks at semantic similarity to identify clusters in emoji use.